If you're new to the channel, my name's Dino, this is my partner Adam, and our fur baby Twyla. We love travelling in our Ford Transit camper van, travelling in our Jimny and doing tent camping, and occasionally staying at an Airbnb. So if you like free camping, paid camping, camping tips and tricks, camp cooking ideas, and the good old country bakery, you've come to the right channel. So if you like what you see, press the subscribe button and come with us as we travel Australia one town at a time. Now let's get into this episode. We are currently on a track that has art all the way along it, and we're heading straight, we literally just got here, and we're heading straight into town, and we're heading to one of their local pubs. So let's get there, get dinner, and then we'll tell you a bit about why we decided to come here. Adam and I definitely like a town where you can park your van and you can get around and pretty much see everything on foot. It's a 5-minute walk from the caravan park to the pub, and it looks like it was built in 1924. This place is so quirky and there's so many rooms, but I don't think I'll be able to film them all because there's people in them eating and I feel bad. But just check out this hallway. It's just fantastic, but I will film and show you as much as I can and take you through and show you this amazing pub. As I take you around this gorgeous hotel, I'll let you know why it is we came to this town. When we were looking it up, everything led to quirkiness. The town is full of quirky shops, artists, and it just looks so interesting. So we decided to come here and check it out for ourselves, and we look forward to meeting some of the locals and soaking up some of the history around here. Okay, our meals are here. So this is a Moroccan lamb, and then it's rolled and crumbed. It looks amazing. It's got a sauce. I forget what the sauce was, but this looks incredible. And then Adam, yours looks like something I'd order on a daily basis. What is this?
But it's a penne beef ragu.
Oh, it looks so good. I wish they actually messed my order up and I got that, because that looks so good. Anyway, we're gonna give these a go. That was delicious. And look at what we're expecting tomorrow. That sunset tells me we're going to be having really good weather here. Just finishing a beer. The meals were good. Definitely very unique looking pub. And they have some amazing rooms you can eat in and feel cozy. But otherwise, we're out here just finishing the beer and we're going to head back to the caravan park. Well, I predicted right. It is a gorgeous day. A little bit chilly now, but it's going to warm up. And we are staying, I haven't told you where we're staying yet, but we're staying at the Riverside Holiday Park in Dimboola. And last night we headed straight to bed because Adam is not feeling well. He's feeling pretty sick. It sounds like his throat's going. So we're going to head in soon into town and head to the chemist. But before we do that, I thought I'd give you a tour of the park. The park's huge, so I'll take you around and show you what facilities they've got and accommodation. So as you walk into the park, you've got powered and unpowered sites one side, the same as on this side. And also, I've just noticed a massive fire pit over there. Look at that. Then we'll head down a bit further. There's some really nice new modern cabins. They've even got fire pits out front of them. How cool is that? And they face onto a bit of a waterway through here. And they do have also smaller ones. Come to the back of the park and there is a skating area. So a few ramps, and then that backs onto an oval. So that's not part of the caravan park, but obviously you can access it from the park. And then plenty more cabins all the way sprinkled along. And huge drive-through sites. They're massive and are all powered, and you can see how many spots they've got down here. Heaps. Very nice and clean, brand new looking showers. Laundry facilities. Next to the bathrooms and laundry, you do have a dump point. They do have ensuite sites all the way along, so you've got quite a few there to choose from. This is one of 2 camp kitchens. This is a smaller one. Again, really huge fire pit, everyone can get around. This has 2 barbecues, table, someone can do dishes, and someone even had the potbelly stove going last night. You can still smell it. The other side of the park, you got the Rimera River. I think that's how you say it. That runs along this other side of the park, and there is a walking track. I've got my good runners on today, so I could probably do a bit of a run right now if I had time. And then up a bit further along the track, there are exercise equipment. So if you want to get your exercise on, that's just up there, and that goes all the way along this track. But now we're going to head over to the larger camp kitchen. Right, so this is another undercover barbecue area at the front of the park. And then right next to it is their new modern camp kitchen. So that is the park. Now we're going to pack up and head into town and see if we can maybe go see if there's a bakery open. Adam's with me. He's got a very croaky voice, haven't you, Adam?
So I'm not going to talk much today.
He's not going to be talking much. Some people would say he doesn't talk much normally anyway. But and Twyla, well, she's fine at the camp office. They gave her a little bone treat. So she had that. She loved it. Anyway, now it's time to get us a treat. We've come up to the main street, and this is technically it is the entrance into the little desert. So the park is at the front of it. And if you keep driving straight down, so the park's on the left. If you keep driving down, you end up in the little desert. That is there at the start on their main street. And then we've got the old post office, which is still the current post office. Look how beautiful this building is. And then this is what I was just looking at. This sign, it has where everything is. We've got the gallery, but unfortunately it's not open till later in the week. It looks interesting. So it's the Pink Lake Gallery, and it looks like it's got a mixture of things from paintings to woodwork, glassware, also pottery, and look at this lamp, Art Deco lamp. It's absolutely beautiful. Now we've got Dimboola Vintage. This place, unfortunately, it's not open till Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so we're a little bit early. If we're here a couple of nights, we haven't decided how long we're going to be here, we'll come back. They've got pictures in the window of the steampunk festival that they have here. It's huge, and it would be so awesome to come to. And then over in this window here, I'm going to show you inside, because they've got a few steampunk items, plus Art Deco, some beautiful, I love this, come check this out. This is a radio, and I don't know if it's I think it's just a radio, but how beautiful is that? Radio. Yeah. Such beautiful pieces. So if we're around a bit longer, we'll definitely come back and check it out, but they're here. Wow, now this is impressive. Bit of artwork. Look at that. Good spot to get a photo. All right, we've just come to the theatre, which is really pretty. I'll go on the other side of the road and so you can actually see what it looks like. Oh, actually, there's a photo over here. And at the moment, if you're interested and you want to, come here and open a business or something, it's up for lease. You can't see through, but, well, I can see through, but on the camera you won't be able to, but you can actually see the stage in there. But across the road there is where we're going to go a bit later. We could go there now. Oh, we could go there now. And that is a huge thing in this town. And across the road, where that lady's big face is, that isn't an old pub site that I think it burnt down, if I remember right. It's not there any longer, and they've turned it into some sort of garden, which we'll check out also. So there's the old theatre there. Here we are on the site of the old Dimboola Hotel. Check this out. How awesome is that? And so they've got all different animals from around the area.
They got all the floor plans.
And then, oh, that's awesome. So all the floor plans of the old hotel are up inside here. What a great idea. And then over here, they've actually got a photo of how it looked. So that's what they've built. They've kind of built that tower up there, made it look like this. And then that's inside the building. And then down here is just a beautiful garden. with some bricks through it with messages on it, and it looks like names, people's names, and a bathtub. Look at that. How good's this? So 20 years ago,
22 years ago.
Oh, 22 years ago. This was when the fire happened. Oh, it's so sad when the town loses their pub. And that's how it looked back in the day. There's a bit of information there if you want to stop and pause and have a read.
What a nice way to tribute the space.
Yeah, they've definitely done an awesome job. Now it's still for the whole community. They've got this beautiful space. No, we must be excited about coming to see this place when we even haven't gone to the bakery yet. That's how much we want to go see this. Such a beautiful building. So it's the old bank. Look at that. And I think the owner just came out the front. Look at all these dinosaurs on the outside. Look at this.
It's nice no one's stolen them.
It's not Melbourne, Adam.
They're all loose.
It's not Melbourne. And then check out these. How beautiful are these? Such a beautiful building. Love that handle, Adam. All right, let's go in. Wow, how impressive is this? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Do you mind if we look around and film?
No problem.
All right, let's go, Adam. Let's have a look what they've got in here. There is a lot of everything. I love this giraffe. Look at this in the middle of the room. Oh, look, I'm gonna have to do it. It's too tempting. Oh, there you go. That's a little gag. Yeah.
The owners of Dimboola Imaginarium are Chan and Jamie. They moved to Dimboola from Melbourne, where they were restaurateurs for over 20 years. They wanted to create an Imaginarium to provide a unique, imaginative experience in the former National Australia Bank. Chan and Jamie decided to move through for a change of pace in life and to create something new with a point of interest and to run a successful business that could cater for all.
So this is the old bank manager's office in this room, which is full of puppets.
Twyla,
And-
don't bite them.
Yeah, Twyla doesn't mind a puppet. Actually, there's a Twyla over there. Look, how cute. Oh my God, I have to have a look. Look at this. Twyla, should we buy one of you? Do you want a sister? So some amazing things in here as well. These look great, don't they? I love this koala. Lots of character.
A bit of Mexico.
And a bit of Mexico. And again, the ceiling in here is magnificent. Look at this and the chandelier.
Love the hot air balloon idea.
Yeah, I love the air balloons floating around. Right, firstly, we're going to go into the old bank vault, which is here. Look at this. So we're going to go inside and take a look. All right, in we go. Let's have a look. Wow. This is insane.
Photo is the bank in 1909. It's
Yes.
the bank reopened as a brick building, and there were 250 men in it. The Chinese were big bankers here. They had market gardens down the road, so there's not a Chinaman in sight, and of course no Aboriginal people, and no women. But then when we came to town, we did this one. It's important to immerse ourselves into the community, so we asked one
Yes.
of our neighbours, how do you do that? And she says, well, you're never going to be a local, but if you have a party and invite people, they might come. So we did.
And
so
the whole town
we
came.
put this ad in the paper, wanted to recreate that same photo. And we had just over 200 people sign our book that day. So the town's about 1650.
Yeah.
So it wasn't everyone, of course, but... So before this bank, it was this weatherboard. And this weatherboard was started off as the Oriental Bank, which was part of the East India Company. It collapsed globally, I think about 6-7 years after it was formed here. Then the National Bank of Australasia bought it, but they moved it in 1908 to make way for this building. So all the trees were planted there. They grew up into that. They're all gone. This is here, of course. This Dimboola Hotel got rebuilt into the Dimboola Hotel, and that burnt down 22 years ago, next month actually. So,
Wow, we just saw that over there.
yeah.
And the park was a great use of the space.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, it was a big loss for the town when they lost this hotel. They called it the Better Hotel, I'm told. But yeah, and I've got a few different pieces of the hotel. One of the glass bricks from the kitchen, sugar bowl, some salt and pepper shakers. People give you sort of things that they think you might like for our place. Bottles from the Lindner Champagne Factory or Cordial Factory. There's different photos where you see the hotel. We've got so much stuff, but we have to find a place.
Yeah. So this now is the Vault of Memories.
Yeah, and we also, with a lot of volunteers, run the Wimmera Steampunk Festival.
Yep.
So it was this man here and this one here that sort of, I don't know, they're not spiritual or anything, but they sort of cried out, you need to do something. And so the hats gave us the idea to do steampunk. And so, yeah, that's been quite...
Yeah, that's a huge thing in the town now, isn't it?
A lot of the house looked like this. There were various wallpapers throughout the house, different rooms. I've tried to save most of them, so I'll end up doing a little collage. This is our digital print wallpaper that we had made in Sydney.
Wow, this is amazing.
And this is a bell service that rang that you used to use. So basically, a cord was pulled. They don't work anymore.
Yeah.
But that it'd drop down, and the servant or maid would know who was calling and go and do their job. But it ran on these batteries called Leclanche cells. So they're a chemical-based invention from 1866. So electricity didn't come to this town till about 1916, Melbourne 1921. So interesting. So this was the servants' quarters, I'm told. But now it's just a little breakfast nook for us.
yeah.
A little craft room.
So do you usually
I live here.
build up your residence as well?
So out in the
here comes the
backyard,
rest
we've
now.
got all the chickens. Hello.
Come on, Fluff. Christmas has come.
Oh, Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, I love the green.
Green is beautiful. Here you are, looking your best.
I said, make me young and prettier. And I think
Oh.
she did okay. And this is us 35 years ago. So when we were young.
When
How
you-
did you meet?
Peel.
Oh, the peel. Wow, actually,
Actually, we met in the field.
we met at the peel. So there you go, our stories cross. It's a small world. What's his name?
Bonza.
Bonza, and he used to walk with you down the street.
Yeah. Is this candy?
Yes.
We've got a few drag queens that we used to watch back
In the day.
There's another one. Okay, so we're going to go upstairs now. So if you stay here as an Airbnb, this is where you'd be staying. And as you come up the stairs, there's all artwork along. And then they've got some Indigenous artwork here as well. And then we'll spin around. More artwork on the walls as we head up. Oh, wow, so high up. And then we come to top of the staircase and look at this piece here. Wow, so impressive, isn't it? Okay, and then we're going to walk into,
Who's the pendant in the bathroom? The fish.
oh wow, look at that. Just everywhere you look there's something different. So this is the bathroom, and I love that light fixture. That is just so cool. All right, we'll come out of there. And then we'll head into more of like a communal dining space. So you get your kitchenette, more artwork, more beautiful ceilings. And then down here, we've got more artwork over here, your table, and some beautiful pieces of furniture as well around. And then we'll come through.
We have the themed rooms.
Okay, these are all different themed rooms.
So we have the Tom of Finland, artist.
That's an artist who did...
Very masculine inspired.
Yeah, so we'll come in and I'm going to take it slow around these rooms because there's lots to look at. And this is some of his artwork that are on the curtains there. And the bed. And this beautiful chandelier. So this very masculine, very masculine. And even these towels, look at the details. Just these details. And then I noticed over here as well, the lamp as well. Very different. Yeah. Is this the room you'd pick?
I like that's been styled.
What's that?
I like that's been styled and the colours.
Yes, they do a really good job. The colours are real. I love the grey on the wall. That looks really nice. And talk about masculine, they've even got Superman over here. All right, so that's the first room. We'll go to the next one. Do you remember what the next one was, Adam? Let's see if you can remember all the names.
Have the European.
All right, this is the European. So this is for the Italians like Adam out there. It's a lot more calmer with the green on the walls. And then...
the glass blown pieces.
Yeah, so what's that glass called? Anyway, I'm going to come around because there's a lot of light coming through these windows. So we'll spin around. And you can see there's Pinocchio there. And busts. And then even the design of these looks fantastic. And then the cushions. And then, yeah, a bit of tapestry on the wall.
Maybe Florence inspired tapestry.
Yeah, probably is.
This is going in once.
Yeah, his voice is still not that good. And then look at these doors even. Just the way they've sanded them back. And they're just absolutely stunning. Then into the next.
For a couple of kids.
Remember, this is an Airbnb. You can come here and hire this. So people, sometimes their kids were staying here. Ooh, look at these yellow walls.
This is the yellow room, the Cambodian.
All things inspired from that area and for that country. And one of the owners is from there, so that's where the inspiration comes from, having this room. Credit to them, they have done such an amazing job with their styling. It is just on point. If I was one of the judges, you know, on one of those shows, I'd be definitely giving them a 10 out of 10, if not more. Now we have the very last room. Every single place has to have one of these rooms. Well, I was going to call it the jungle room.
Oh, the jungle room.
But, yeah, it's more African room, if anything. From elephants to rhinos and some indigenous artwork, some great art. Books everywhere. Books everywhere you look. And, oh, I love that. Look at that.
What's this?
They've got a whole heap of toy animals in the display cabinet. All African animals. Look at that. See, sometimes it's just the simple things that give it that quirky look.
I like this cabinet has been painted.
I think you could spend days just looking in these rooms and you'd find something new every minute. Like, it's just incredible. So impressed. But there you go, that's the tour. And definitely have to think about coming and staying sometime. So we just decided we're going to have some coffee.
Ironically, I did read about this, but you
Did
can
you?
have tea under the giraffe.
Under the giraffe.
Normally,
Fake benign.
we used to do that under the giraffe, but it's a bit busy at the moment.
But this is
pretty
close
close
enough.
to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And even Twyla's joining us. So who have we got here?
This is Fluffy.
Fluffy's come to join the tea party.
Fluffy, say
Yes, this one has fashion. Yeah, you know my voice.
Oh, actually has tea. Yeah, she has coffee.
Having a great
You
old
are
time.
spoiled.
And treats for Twyla as well. Everyone's getting treats. Oh, Twyla has finally seen the bird.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
They picked up and you've seen dogs.
Here you go. We entered. We came, we saw, and we got a bit of a purchase. We didn't show them what we got. We'll have to. It's all wrapped up now, but we'll show it another time. So now, what to do? We just come past this laundry, but it's not just any laundry. Look at this. They've done this laundry up. It's got the old washing machines down the back. These are obviously the newer washing machines. Beautiful bit of artwork. And then the old kitchen. Looks like straight from my nan's old house. How cool is that? It's all retro.
If you want some free fruit or chilies.
Looks so cool. Adam and I are feeling pretty hungry now, so I'm going to grab something from the local bakery. This looks really good, and I'm starving, and I'm so glad they've got pies. We're definitely getting one of them. How cute are these coffee machines? Little toy coffee machines. Alright, so I've gone in, got my coffee, and I hear that their bacon and cheese pies are one of the most popular, so I got one of those. But then also I saw the onion pie. I haven't had an onion pie in ages, so this is obviously onion meat, and I'm so hungry today, so I got that. Adam's just gone inside. I've got Twyla, he's gone inside to get his, but I think this is going to be delicious. Hey Twyla, you going to have some? I think you are. Nice. Adam, what did you end up getting?
Coffee's good.
Yeah?
I got a Long John.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I don't feel so bad now getting 2 pies.
And I got a pizza, a mini pizza. Supreme.
That was delicious. And the best part is, especially if you've got a dog, next to the bakery, was an old building here back in the day. They've knocked it down, and they've got a few tables and chairs out here. There's some in front of the bakery. So you've got quite a few options, and we could sit in the shade over here. It's getting a bit hot now. So yeah, you've got plenty of options to sit outside when you visit the bakery. So Adam's just taken himself into the chemist to get himself something to take care of him. And one thing, we've got the next door to the chemist is the vintage shop, and they have decked out, look at this, for Halloween, their front window. It looks so good, and a lot of the shops, even the chemists have as well, done it all up for Halloween, blacks, orange. And I'm hoping if we do stick around here, and we're still here tomorrow, we'll definitely come back, because this is open on Thursday. So, and this is inside, look at this. Oh, I'm loving this town. And then they got a third window with another display as well. How creative is this table? This looks like something I would do for friends of ours when we have a Halloween party. Now this looks like another interesting place in the main street. We're going to go inside and have a look. I don't think it's pet friendly, so we'll just go in one at a time. I'm absolutely loving the window display, and even the old windows too. They look really, really nice. But we'll go inside. Another amazing shop in this town, the Forbidden Forest, has pretty much everything from candle diffusers, soaps, children toys, books, games, handmade music boxes. Yeah, you heard me right. Soft toys, teddy bears, and so much more. But let me take you around the shop and show you around. Probably my favorite section would have to be the Halloween section. But comment down below and tell me which section of the store you like best. Is it Christmas? Is it books? Is it the puzzles? Let us know. Now we've come back to the mechanics. So I'd say that they used to sell cars here plus fix them, and they've got a bit of a museum inside, so you can look through the window. I'll show you. They've got some old cars in there. They've got how it would have been set up back in the day. It actually looks like it's still functioning. They got a Holden in there. Don't ask me which one it is. I wouldn't have a clue. And then you've got the counter where all the bits and pieces are behind there. So it's all still set up. All right, so it's a Kingswood. There it is there. This is the other car they got in there. I've got a feeling this could still be a working mechanics. But down there, look at that. There's the pits. And there's a few bits and pieces on the wall also. We're going to head back to the park now. And then we might head out and see the Pink Lake later, which is nearby. So we've just been picked up by Jamie, who's going to take us into the little desert. And we're going to go check that out before heading out to the Pink Lake. Is it the Pink Lake? And yeah, so we're about to go on a bit of an adventure. I'm hoping we see an emu. Is there emus out here or is it ostriches? Emus, yeah? Look at them all. Wow, look at that. Amongst the olive trees and the sheep. See, that's where I'd be hanging out if I was them. Love an olive. So as you can see, we're just coming through the desert now, and there was a fire through here in January, and they've only just recently opened all this back up. So we've come to a dead end now because this part hasn't been reopened yet. But where we just were, we just found out you can actually free camp. And they've just reopened it. But there's no one camping here yet. So not many people know that it's reopened by the looks of it. Because it looks like a beautiful place. You can come and camp. And you're right next to the water. And so it'll be a beautiful spot. Just so you know, this part here you can't camp. But where you're camping is just back there. And there's no dogs also in this desert, so Twyla has to stay in the car. But we are going to have a look at a really nice swimming hole. Look at this. Now this looks nice. So what was the name of this?
Aquabend.
Aquabend. It's absolutely beautiful with the sand, and you can walk straight and you can see through the water. Look at that. Hop in there, go for a swim on a hot day. Very tempted, very tempted. I've got my jeans on but now, but very tempted. Beautiful. And then we've just seen the Madonna trees. So if you're a Madonna fan, you'll understand what this is meant to be. So there's a bit of information there if you want to, if you can see it. But otherwise, there are drop toilets here at this campsite. So this just shows you how much was burnt and what's closed at the moment, and what the green part's where we are at the moment. 92,000 hectares were burnt. Wow, that's a lot. All right, so this is one of the campsites. So you got a few tables sprinkled around. You've got yourself a fire pit. Yeah, because you can see all the damage back there. All the burnt trees. So we just found a few campers, happy campers, enjoying the beautiful spot here. Okay, we just spotted another one. He's out in front of somebody's house, having a good old time. Alright, we've got a lizard on the road. So we're seeing all animals these at the moment. Alright, we have made it to the Pink Lake. We're just going to head down. You can see from here, I don't know if it's going to come up on camera that well, but you can see the pink there as we head down. You can see a lot of salt. And look at that pink. I think you can see more of the pink through here. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, people have walked out and got their feet wet. The lake is very salty. This is what makes it perfect conditions for the algae, which loves to live in salty conditions. When the weather and the water conditions are just right, the algae produces pink and red carotenoids. So we're back at the Caravan Park. How lovely of him to do that for us and take us out and show us around, especially the pink lake and the camping sites. How awesome is that? I thought whilst Adam gets dinner ready, he's with Twyla. She's buggered. She's so tired from all the walking we've done today. I thought I would chuck on my runners again and go for one last walk today and enjoy this sunset. Now I'm just at the back of the park again, on the walking track. So here it is, the same one I was on this morning. And look at this stunning view you get. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I couldn't think a better way to end this amazing day with watching the sun go down as I go for my afternoon walk. And hopefully I'll be up early to go for a morning one. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy this view. Well, I did it. I got up at 6:30 and I'm out for my morning walk. Just finished a quick coffee before letting Adam and Twyla sleep in. And I'm heading down to see a train that was moved to this town 50 years ago. I've made it to the train on time. So I think there's a sign up there about it. So we'll head up in and there we go, J539. And oh, here we go. In 88. This one's got like a tank on the back. So I don't know. It looks like it was a one that you'd put coal into here. But I'm not an expert on trains at all. So, because that's got me stumped. Old trains, good. Yeah, and they've got the 2 seats here. So there you go. If you want to come down and check out an old train. I know there's a lot of people that love doing train spotting, but the sun is coming up now and it is absolutely gorgeous in the sky. Now I'm going to head down to the railway because this is not at the railway, it's not far from it, because I think you can get a really nice view of the sun coming up. All right, I've made it to the train station. Well, not to the train station, just up from the train station. And it looks like there's a V line about to come through. I definitely think I got that wrong. It's definitely not a V line. And that's this one here. Now we'll head around and see if we can catch the train on the other one. All right, I've made it to the station. Cute station. The train's still here, but I think it's just about to leave. Here's the next bridge. We'll head up because the train hasn't left yet. The sun is definitely shining. So just where those silos are is where that other bridge was. I've made it here. I'm a little bit out of breath, to be honest. And I definitely think they're about to take off. Well, there you go. There's something a little bit different from my morning walk. Bit of train spotting. And now I'm going to head straight into town because I can head straight into town from here. Well, I think so. I'm going to see if I can get a coffee. And just down from the station, you got St. Peter's. Now just down from the actual church itself, you've got the Dimboola Printing Museum. I don't know when this is open. It hasn't got any signage on it. But it does supposedly have all the old printing equipment in it. It all still works. So, and they've actually got some signs in the window of stuff they've printed up. So I just found another old bank. Check this out. And then next door, look at this unique looking building. And you can actually find this one on booking.com. So if you want a place to stay, there's a fair few different places in town. Back in town, and I'm gonna go see if there's a coffee shop open. It's getting a little bit on in the morning, so we should be right. All right, so the bakery that we went to yesterday was open, and I got myself a coffee and a treat. I got a vanilla slice, so I can't wait to taste this and see what it's like. I didn't get nothing for Adam because he is having a sleep in today. He hasn't been well, so he's gonna have a sleep in, and then once he is up, we're gonna head into town and have some breakfast somewhere. Well, I found a seat next to the signpost, and something a little bit different. I didn't notice when I brought this, but it's actually got coconut sprinkled on top, and I'm just making such a mess. And I don't think there's any elegant way to eat a vanilla slice. You just got to put it in your mouth and enjoy. I should have got a napkin, but it does taste quite delicious, so cheers. Okay, back at the Caravan Park. I'm about to go get Adam up, but I forgot to mention yesterday. So down the back of the park, I've just come walking past and I just noticed it. They do have this little ramp that you can come down and fish off. So they've got all the spots for your fishing rods. How good's this? And then they do have these cleanup stations as well. How good's this? And then this one even has a hose. I don't know if they've all got hoses. Yeah, these two of them have hoses. So you can wash it all down after you finish. You don't want it to be smelling like fish. It is, so you can come down here, fish away, and get a beautiful view of the river. I love it. Look at it. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so we're back in town now with Adam and Twyla, and Dimboola Vintage is open today. So I'm going to go in and check it out. It looks so interesting. I could spend hours looking at vintage items, but then I got talking to Bruce, who was explaining to me how he turns old things new again. He reclaims things. He actually imports these really cool lights to be able to make clocks. There was so much stuff to look at, from old doctor's equipment, radios, and steampunk clocks.
But yeah, they're working. Well, it's made in Melbourne about 1910. And there's all the clamp shelves there inside the old phone there. Computer. Computer, say hi.
Hi, my name is Hugo and I'm very pleased to meet you. I was designed by Thomas Burns in Tbilisi, Georgia in July 2023, and this version was built by my creator in November 2023. I have 3D printed eyes and an Alexa Echo for my voice.
So what have you got there?
And let's give it a bit of a fluoresce.
Oh, that is awesome.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That looks like something you'd have on a movie with special effects.
Like an Aurora Borealis or Australis, I should say. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, designed by a guy and built by a guy in St. Petersburg in Russia. He's a very clever artist. So he mixes different gases to produce these, plus there's a lot of electricity running through it.
Other artists on the street. They're open today, so I might go and have a look. And if you can't make it to town to purchase one of these pieces, if you would have just seen the website on the front window, you can order through there. There are some really stunning pieces here. Alright, so we're back at that little vintage shop, and we've just been told we can take Twyla in, so Adam's going to grab Twyla and carry her around. Love these doors. This shop definitely put my OCD in relax mode. It was set up absolutely stunning. They had such beautiful products, and it really took you back in time. The prices were fantastic. These guys have been doing well on Etsy, so you can still go to Etsy and buy these products, but come in town and experience this for yourself. They have such a beautiful range, and we spoke to the owners. They haven't been open too long, but I tell you, the way they have it set up, it takes you right back. So just like Rainbow, the town will last in, they have got their show on here in Dimboola. So we're going to go check out these cars for starters. So there's quite a few different cars. Adam was very impressed by this one. And then I love this one. I reckon Adam will like this one too. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Oh, look at these. And this good old pickup truck. Look at that. This one looks like it's something from Dick Tracy. Loving that one. And now I feel like I'm on the set of MASH. Look at this. Love to take this one out driving. Adam, here's one for you. A little mini. I reckon that would suit Adam fine. All right, now I think Twyla's just found one of her kind. Over here, they got some sheep. They look a bit like her. She's just a mini version. So out in the middle of the oval, they've got all the horses out there. There's a few different competitions going on. Don't ask me what they are, but they've got ponies out there, horses. They've got some doing little fancy walks around. Check these ones out. You can tell I'm not from the country. I definitely don't have the lingo down. Here they've got all the wool that went into the competition. We've got second prize. Second prize. First prize. Ooh. All right, we've got some wheat cracking. Now we know we're in the bush. Okay, they've got trucks here, tractors like Rainbow, and then motorbikes. That's a little bit different to Rainbow. Lots of different motorbikes. Rock climbing for the kids. How cool is that? A little bit of music. Get you in the mood. Okay, we're just coming to the shed where everyone's put their entries in for all the different competitions, from kids art to craft. We'll show you a little bit of it, but it's the same as Rainbow, but just obviously different crowd of people. Wow, look at the talent in this. That looks unbelievable. It looks like it might be the recent fires they had here not too long ago. Adam's favourite part. You didn't actually get to come in and see this in Rainbow, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
And look.
And these are all behind glass.
Yeah, they have to have them behind glass for people like Adam, because you'd eat them all. Look at all these. Look at so many. You're going to enter next time?
If I was a resident, I could make drag race.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have to move here. All the beautiful flowers. So, Jamie, we met from the Imaginarium. He entered these two bears, and he's got second on this one here. So he's done well. Now this is exciting. I can't wait to see these guys. Let's see who won out of these roosters and chickens. All right, here's a winner. This one won. Look at that. This one's even laid an egg with all the stress. And we've got best bird in show. Looking fantastic. Oh, and I love these. Look at these. Look at their feet. Look at that. That looks so cool. All right, there's lots of first prizes here. A lot of winners. All right, so we're back with all the games. We lost last time, so I don't think we're going to play again. I definitely would not go on this. I'd probably vomit. And it's not a show day without the clowns. We're just walking in one street back from the main street, and there's chicken and roosters everywhere. Look, I think Twyla's going to have a field day. She's going to freak out when she sees them. You going to freak out? You going to be a good girl, Twyla? But you know you're in the country when down the street they've got chickens running around. Look at them all. They've seen Twyla. They're running back now. Run home. So we're still just walking the back streets into town. We come across this. What is it, a blue wren? Yeah. It's so nice. And then there's another one down a bit further. Looks like some people just finished a pottery class. So there is the Dimboola Pottery Studio, which you can book a course online before you come to town. I will film the QR code so you can book in online. So since we've been here, everyone has been saying that the fish and chip shop is really, really good. So we've come to have some lunch. Got potato cakes, and we'll see what it's like. What did you get, Adam? Besides flies?
Fish and potato cake.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
but no chips this time.
So we're keeping in the bag to keep safe from the flies. Twyla's dying to get some fish. Adam's just having his fish now. There we go. And I, besides potato cakes, I've got some dim sims. Well, that was delicious. Now, Adam wanted a milkshake or a thick shake. I don't know which one he's getting. But, so he's gone into the Forbidden Forest, which is right next door, and gone in there because they actually have a little cafe in there that makes shakes. All right. Looks like they had thick shakes.
They did.
So what we
That's
get?
good. So I got chocolate mint, you got strawberry.
Oh, nice. And what's in the bag?
Yours is good.
Yeah?
Mine's good
Oh,
too.
thanks. You had mine.
Oh.
What's in the bag?
I was going to buy 3 of them, the different flavours. But no, I got this for the van in the on the road.
Okay.
Just some butterscotch drops.
After going back to the caravan park for a nap, we're heading to the pub tonight for our last night in town. Okay, so we've gone back to the good old Palmy tonight. Look how good these look. And they had a meat raffle. And guess what? Adam, do you want to tell them?
We won a meat raffle.
We won the meat raffle. How good's this? We're definitely going to have a barbecue the next couple of days with all this. The last place we are stopping before leaving town is to go check out their silo art. Now, this is based on a local. The artist didn't want to paint the actual gentleman this was about, which his name was Rolly, because he wanted to make an ageless piece. Yes, so he just painted his glasses, his gloves. They painted a watch which has his name on it. It's something a little bit different, a bit arty. So you can see Riley right down the bottom of the right-hand corner if you want to see what he looked like. But this is the whole piece here. What a magnificent piece of artwork. So realistic too. Well, that's it for another episode. Thank you so much for Jamie for showing us around town. Please remember to hype the episode, like the episode, and leave a comment. And until next Sunday, we'll see you then.